Welcome to 9th class English, lesson 1, the snake and the mirror. It is divided into two parts, part A and part B. Part A describes the story and part B describes grammar and question answers. It is a very humorous lesson written by Muhammad Bashir. So before starting the lesson, I would like to ask a few questions to you. Question number 1. Do you like to look at the mirror to enjoy your beauty? Has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body, a full-blooded cobra? This lesson itself starting with that question. Has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body, a full-blooded cobra? Full-blooded cobra means a living cobra. Recollect your experience and answer. Now, when you learn a new lessons, you must know something about the writer. Let's see the writer and what about him. Come back to page number 6. Muhammad Bashir was a Malayalam fiction writer from the state of Kerala in India. He was a humanist, freedom fighter, novelist and a short story writer. He is noted for his down-to-earth style of writing that made him equally popular among literary critics as well as the common man. He is regarded as one of the most successful and outstanding writers from India. Translations of his works into other languages have won him worldwide acclaim. The story The Snake and the Mirror was translated into English. His notable works include Balyakala Sakhi, Shabdangal, Madhugal and Anartha Nimisham. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1982. He is fondly remembered as the Beypore Sultan. Some details about the writer. You can go through the lesson and read and study again. Through this lesson, the writer wanted to tell us about the experience of a homeopath doctor. One day, when a young doctor and some of his friends were discussing about snakes, he told his friends an interesting story about himself and a cobra. The homeopathic doctor's experience. He was living in a small rented room as he just started his medical practice. And his earnings were meager. Meager means very small. Very small. He had only a few things with him. A coat, some shirts and a few dhotis. The house had a tiled roof. It was not electrified and there were many rats in his room. Though he was a doctor, he started his medical practice. The starting time, his income was very less. So he found a very small room to live. Now this is the main story. Starting on a hot summer night, what happened to him? His experience with the snake is on a hot summer night. He came back to his room after having his meal from outside from the restaurant. And when he reached there, he heard a noise from above. He lit a kerosene lamp and sat in a chair near the table and took the book Materia Medica. Materia Medica is the homeopath medicine related book. Materia, M-E-T-E-R-I-A, Materia Medica. He has opened the book and he started to read the book. When he looked into the mirror, he took the comb and started to comb it. He wanted to be more handsome as he was not married. He was a bachelor doctor and he wanted to make him more smart. So he started to comb his hair again. He was a bachelor and a young doctor, so he wanted to be more smart and handsome. He heard the noise again from the roof, but he did not pay any attention. He thought it may be rats moving here and there. He took a close look at the mirror and made a decision. After some time, he was alone in his room and he was thinking what to do. And he took a decision that he should shave daily to make him more handsome. And he planned to keep a thin mustache, thin, not very thick, thin mustache. To keep, and also he decided that he will keep a smile on his face always, and when somebody looks, they will find him as more handsome. He looks more handsome. After some time, he got a lovely idea in his mind that he should marry a fat woman doctor who has lot of money. His plan was to marry a fat doctor because in case he make a mistake and running away from the place, she should not be able to run and catch him. So what a funny idea he had, to marry a fat lady doctor. As he resumed again on his chair, suddenly there came a dull thud. Means uninteresting sound is called dull thud. Dull thud. An uninteresting sound. Something falling down like that. A rubber tube falling down like that. A sound he heard. It was a cobra fallen from the roof to bottom, wriggled over the back of his chair and landed on his shoulder. Imagine what is the situation. The cobra, a full-blooded cobra, a living cobra, it fallen down on his chair and came and tied, coiled on his shoulders. Shoulder part, hand and shoulders, it coiled down. It coiled on his left arm, above the elbow, and its hood was spread out, and its head was about 3 or 4 inches away from his face. Imagine a very big living cobra coming near to the face by spreading the hood near to his face, about 2 or 3 inches away. What a horrible situation, imagine once. He thought that he would die, but the snake did not do any harm to him. As its attention was turned towards the mirror, there was a mirror by the side of his table, and the snake, when it was fallen on the chair, and after coiling his shoulders, slowly it began to turn on the mirror. Its reflection came on the mirror. Then it slowly came out of his arm, and it went near to the mirror and looked its beauty. What a funny thing. A snake is looking at the mirror and finding its beauty, observing its beauty. And when the snake came out, he was very, very happy, and he slowly came out of the room and started to run away from the place, running very fast, without looking back, till he reached his friend's house. So he escaped from the snake in such a way. Next morning, he came back to his house again to take his things. He decided to leave the house, and he wanted to go back from that place and to find another house to live. He came back to his house to take his things. But when he came there, do you know what happened? There was no snake. But some thief came there and they had taken all the things except his vest. Vest means undergarments. So some dirt, it is mentioned that he has mentioned that the thief left his dirty vest like that. As he was a poor man, poor doctor, his income was very less. He had little things only with him. He had a dirty vest like that is mentioned there. The thief, those who came there to take his things, left the dirty vest and all the other things taken and went away from that place. In that way only the doctor was saved from the snake. So this is the story about the snake and the mirror. So you have to read and understand, and in case of doubts you have to contact me for any clarifications.